Hi, I know it's been a while. Recently had a request from my 17-year-old daughter Emily to do a video in the Instant Pot making one of her favorite dishes, fettuccine Alfredo. So I went to my handy dandy trusty Miss Vicky's big book of pressure cooker recipes, which I will link below for you, and we found the almost instant creamy chicken Alfredo. The ingredients call for 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts cut into large bite-sized pieces, and instead of using chicken breasts, I have the remnants of a rotisserie chicken, as you can see there on the counter. 3 cups frozen mixed vegetables of your choice, which I have cleverly disguised behind my rotisserie chicken. It calls for 2 cups of uncooked ditalini, or little thimbles. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I know those aren't fettuccine Alfredo noodles, but this is her recipe and we're going to try it together. 1 14-ounce can chicken broth. I didn't have a 14-ounce can of chicken broth, but I do have water and I do have chicken bouillon, or concentrated chicken stock, so I got 14 ounces of that. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I just happen to have great value onion powder today. 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper from my favorite pepper grinder from Disney World. And 1 16-ounce jar of Alfredo sauce. You know, they don't sell 16-ounce jars of Alfredo sauce anymore, so instead of the 20-ounce size, I went ahead and got the 15-ounce size, figuring that'd be okay. And so the instructions say dump everything into the pot except the Alfredo sauce, and cover with, if it's not completely covered in water or completely covered, to continue adding water until it's just covering everything. So I'll get everything in the Instant Pot and bring you guys back after I get it there. All right, just 1 sec. Okay, Miss Vicky's book, like I said, mentioned that we're supposed to add more water until everything is just covered. And as you can see here, we're not almost covered. So my daughter got more water, and we're going to continue to add water and then stir it. And I think that was approximately 2 cups. Oh, there's my daughter stirring. Miss Vicky's has the person using the stovetop pressure cooker by bringing it up to 15 psi and then reducing it and keeping it at 15 psi for about 6 minutes. And she has us doing it for so long because we have raw chicken in her recipe going into the pressure cooker. But since I'm using rotisserie chicken, we're not going to go for the full 6 minutes, because all we're cooking in here are the vegetables, and are reheating the vegetables and cooking the noodles through. Okay, we can stop stirring now. Thank you. I just wanted them to see how everything is covered in here in water. As you can see now, from before it wasn't covered, and now everything is just covered in water. See that? And I think that was about 2 cups of water. Everybody will be different depending on how many vegetables or how your pot works. All right, so I'm gonna put the lid on and set the timer for half the time that she asks for. So I'm gonna go for 3 minutes, and we'll open it back up and take a look at the noodles after 3 minutes and see where we're at. Because that's really all we need to cook through in here, like I said. And then after that, I'll bring you guys up to speed. All right, just 1 minute. Okay, Miss Vicky recommends to bring the pressure cooker on the stovetop down by the natural release method, basically just removing it from heat and allowing the pressure to subside naturally. I've let the pressure cooker, and the reason she does that is because she wants to give the stuff inside the pressure cooker more time to finish cooking. well, we don't have anything in here really that needs to finish cooking. So if you're doing this with chicken as a, in the Instant Pot as opposed to, or uncooked chicken, excuse me, in the Instant Pot as opposed to using the rotisserie chicken like I did, then I would recommend that you follow those directions and just go ahead and allow the pressure to come down naturally. I've let my pressure cooker now sit here for just over 10 minutes, and I'm going to release the pressure, and after the pressure is released, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so the pin's dropped, and like I always say, when opening, lift away from you so that you don't get burnt by steam. Hopefully that's not too much on the lens. And then what Miss Vicky recommends to do is just add the Alfredo sauce and warm it up. Well, so because we have the wonderful saute feature on the Instant Pot, what I was going to do was add the chicken that I picked off the rotisserie chicken, add that, warm it up. So how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna turn the Instant Pot off, turn it on to saute, and adjust the heat to less, because I don't need it boiling or on high for the saute, because it's still really hot in here. And as you can see, there's not a lot of meat left, or not a lot of water left in there, just a little bit, and all the noodles are cooked. See how they're nice and plump? Okay, so now I'm gonna add the chicken that I picked off and stir that in. Looks really good. To me, I don't know if you guys think it looks really good. I would eat it even like that without the Alfredo sauce. But because we're doing this recipe at the request of my favorite 17-year-old daughter, well, my only 17-year-old daughter, but if I had to pick just one to be my favorite, it would definitely be her. We're going to add her favorite, the Alfredo sauce. If I had my dithers, and for those of you who may not know what dithers means, I apologize. It means if I had my way, I would have made my own Alfredo sauce. But since this is a weeknight, and sometimes you just have to go in a hurry, and Miss Vicky's, this is Mrs. Vicky's recipe, so we're gonna do it her way. I'm gonna go ahead and add my 15 ounce as opposed to 16 ounce jar of Alfredo sauce, and by no means am I being sponsored by any of the ingredients that I've shown here. Not Classico, not the pasta type, none of those. Alright, so now I'm just gonna grab the side of here with my kitchen towel and stir it in. Bring it all to the same temperature by leaving it on saute and stirring every once in a while. And I'll see if my daughter wants to taste test this on video. If she doesn't, then we'll save some for when Ian gets home from work tonight and let him test it. Alright, here's one of those one-pot meals that we all like to have on a busy weeknight. We'll be back with a taste test, hopefully with my son. Or daughter. Fingers crossed she'll do it.